Yeah, I know. I keep finding these Klopp tactics. What can I say? I'm a Klopp fan. Yes, this is the Klopp Red Liverpool 4-3-3. I don't, what is it? Up V3, it is the version 3, whatever. And as you can see, it is a standard 4-3-3 positive mentality, sweeper keeper in attack, complete wingbacks on attack, both left and right, ball playing defenders in in the center spots, DM in support, a box to box in support, a CM in attack, two inside forwards in attack, and then an advanced forward up front. In possession, attacking width is fairly wide. Play out of defense. Tempo is higher. Passing direct is slightly shorter. Low crosses and work the ball into the box. In transition, counter press, counter, and roll it out. And then out of possession, high press line of engagement, a higher defensive line. Trigger press much more often, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, and get stuck in. Now, how did it do for our teams? Yet another Klopp tactic. Wolves, 81 points. An absolutely amazing tally from them. Liverpool with 69 points is really on a low side for them. Man City with 72, very low. Every save, obviously, like I keep saying, is going to depend on how all the others do. But Wolves at 81, tops of the league, 7 loss, 6 drawn, 25 wins. Absolutely fantastic season for them. Now, before I continue with Wolves' schedule, since we always go from the winners all the way down through the table, my camera just kicked the bucket, so I had to change this other one, which isn't great, but that is why I had some camera funkiness. But anyway, as you can see, Wolves starting out the season not great. I mean, August, not having a good time at all. But from that point on, from September through, 2 losses, and that is it. Picking up all the points. Tottenham losing out, though. EFL Cup fourth round, 3-5. You continue on in the FA Cup all the way to the final, which you actually win against Newcastle. Two teams that we're taking a look at are in the FA Cup final, and Wolves win it. That's actually amazing. They've gotten a double trophy this season, which is absolutely unheard of. Newcastle's schedule starting off a heck of a lot better. I mean, they still can't get past Liverpool, but their October looks pretty bad. I mean, a couple of wins is okay, but not great overall. They don't have any December friendlies whatsoever. You do come back again. Liverpool 1-4, same scoreline. EFL Cup quarterfinals is where you bow out. We already know they make it all the way to the FA Cup final and lose 1-2. I will say they've got some really nice runs in here and a lot of points picked up, but then you've got a couple of points. Liverpool 1-2. I mean, they just can't get it past. But Brentford 0-1. Nottingham Forest 2-3, 1-3, 1-2 against Wolves. You probably could have picked it up a little bit on a couple of these matches and done a little bit better. But overall, I mean, to be honest, their point tally at 64 is probably on the average side. It's not the greatest, maybe a little above average. I don't know. No, it's Newcastle. No. So, but I think you could still pick it up. I mean, 64, 65, 66, 67. This is a really tight race in the top four. And at this point, I think you could have done a little bit better if you'd taken control of it yourself. I mean, Tottenham's schedule just does not look all that great at all the first half. September through October definitely would have been fired. But I mean, you continue on the EFL Cup Champions League. Do you continue on? It looks like you do to the round of 16 Trabzonspor, and you actually get through to that. Luckily, I mean, look at all those losses though. You're lucky to be out of that. 5-0 over Shakhtar, Fenerbahce 4-0, but I mean, a lot of losses right there. You get to the quarters against Man City and you just bow out 0-5 in aggregate. I mean, overall, it's just not a good season whatsoever. Again, I mean, you do make it to the quarters, so I can't really be too unhappy with that. But at the same time, you bow out the quarters against Man City. In the EFL Cup, FA Cup, you lose out 1-3 against Newcastle. So yeah, not the greatest. Transfer for Wolves, non-existent. Miguel Veloso is the last one in. Mario Lemina to Shakhtar for 4.1 is really the big out. Newcastle did pick up Marcos Alonso from Barcelona on loan, but everyone else we've seen really. And then outs, Jacob Murphy to Nottingham Forest for 5.75 is the big one there. Tottenham, Irving Lozano, loan for 2.3 million fee, but really nothing else. And then anyone out, well, 10.5 for Tananga Bergedorf. I mean, we've seen him a ton go there, though. Data Hub for Wolves, extremely shaky in defense. We are very good in attack. You can see they are really amazing in attack. I mean, how they kicked it on to the Premier League champions. But defending, yeah, you definitely should pick some of this up a bit. Would have been nice to pick up a defender or something in January, huh? Newcastle, same thing, just a little bit less. A lot of these numbers look very similar to Wolves, but just a little bit on the shorter side. Would love to have seen some of that grow. Tackles attempted per game is higher, which is nice, but everything else is really under the Premier League average. Tottenham having a bit more of an attacking side overall, but not the numbers just don't stack up to Wolves. But team defending still looks about the same, probably halfway between Wolves and Newcastle. Squad wise, Wolves for the last five, almost everyone is in there. 768 for Cunha. Wow, fantastic job. Newcastle squad, not quite as much, and especially on the general overall average rating, but still looking not too bad. Tottenham definitely looking a lot worse than the other two. They've got a couple of good numbers, but still overall not the greatest. 666 for Bettenker, 43 plus 5 appearances. Ouch. Premier League overview for the team. Most goals, definitely Wolves, 89, 71 for Newcastle. Tottenham in there for 63. Fewest shots against Tottenham and Wolves. You got most dribbles made. Wolves, 782 to Newcastle, 755. Tottenham all the way down at 703. Liverpool not even in the list. Fewest conceded, nobody. Shutouts, nobody. Newcastle with most tackles won, and Tottenham under there as well. Best pass completion, nobody. Most shots for Wolves, Newcastle, and Tottenham all in there. Most points per game, as you would expect. Wolves in number one, 2.13, and then Newcastle 1.68. Pretty much as you'd expect. Player overview, nothing new. Haaland with 27, Mitrovic with 23, but Kane with 16, Cunha with 15, Isaac not even in the list. Most assists, there we go. Pablo Sarabia 17, Trippier's 14, and then Porro with 9. I mean, a bit of a stretch, not too bad. Most player of the match awards, Cunha, Isaac, and Traore are all in there with 5 and 6 apiece. Most dribbles made, nobody. Fewest conceded, Nick Pope and Livakovic. Most shutouts, most tackles, not, wow. Most key passes, so there's Sarabia back at almost the top, 139 to Kieran Trippier's 168. Pedro Porro in there with 85. And then most shots, Ruben Neves in there with 101, but not on the most goals list. Overall, Traore and Cunha with 18 goals apiece. Not a great overall tally. However, the two of them together at 18 is not too bad. 7-4-1 though for Traore. 21 assists for Sarabia. Nice. And Cunha with 7 player of the match awards. 3 red cards for Cunha as well. Wow. There you go. Isaac with 19 goals overall in all competitions. Trippier with 718 highest average rating and 23 assists. Isaac with 8 player of the match awards. And then Tottenham, 21 goals for Kane. Porro with 703 highest average rating. That is not good at all. Porro with 21 assists, and then Porro again, 4 player of the match awards complete. But overall, Wolves storming to the top of this one. Absolutely a fantastic job by them. Again, 81 points you would not expect a Premier League champion to be. You'd expect, Man City, Liverpool to have something higher than that, but hey, Wolves pulled it off. 81 points is a fantastic result. So anyway, I got to say, Tottenham at 52 points is not good at all. They really failed this tactic. They may have had some injuries. I don't know. But Wolves definitely the story of the day. But that is it for me, Stefan FM, for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.